Today we are going to be looking at data analysis, and we are going to be looking at data analysis using the SPSS software. So my name is Mary Macau. I'm currently working with Accor as a learner development manager. So welcome to our training today. So our objectives, as clearly stated by Sofina, will be we are going to be able to define what variables are. We are going to be able to define what variables are. When you have a questionnaire, what are the variables that you're looking for in terms of data analysis? We're also going to see what it means or what it is to enter data into SPSS, because we need to understand that clearly. We're also going to be looking at how we can analyze the same data, and also how to interpret the analyzed data and how to present the results. And please note that this being an introduction to the SPS software, we will not do everything in this session. It's a continuation. So we're just going to do a bit of the introductory part, but at the end of it, we shall be able to see how to analyze the common data that most of the organizations will need analyzed. So onto the SPSS, we are going to define the SPSS. We are going to see how to download the SPSS software. And the SPSS interface, will be looking at how it looks like. And then we also be looking at data entry and analysis and presentation when it comes to the SPSS. So briefly, I know we all understand what data analysis is. Being in the NGO world, we depend so much on the data that we get, especially from our projects. So we're saying that data analysis is a process. It's not something that will just get your questionnaires answered and then you're able to see. Data analysis is a process with several stages. So you have to systematically examine, you clean, transform, and model that data, because you need to extract some useful information that you're able to draw conclusions. Most of this data will be used for decision making. So you have to support your decision based on that data that has been analyzed. If someone needs to put their money, if you need donors, they need to see this data for them to support their decision. So in just simple terms, it just involves reviewing data to uncover patterns, relationships, and insights that can guide action. But we are going to notice that we are going to be having quantitative and qualitative data, whereby quantitative data is going to be numerical and qualitative data is going to be the descriptive data. Probably you have a lot of this qualitative data. Qualitative data is one that becomes a bit tricky to analyze. So how do you analyze qualitative data? How do you maybe analyze this numerical data? So you're going to be seeing a few examples of how we can analyze this data. So in the NGO world, I think that's where we are. We're seeing the importance of data analysis. We cannot run operations without doing data analysis, because one, it informs decision making. Also, it's essential for tracking progress of projects. That's monitoring and evaluating our projects that Sofina has clearly talked about. It also informs resources allocation, also demonstrating the impact to donors. Maybe we started at this point, now we are at this point. So it demonstrates the impact to donors, the data that we have. It is also used to identify gaps and needs. For example, on that point, data analysis will allow the NGOs to identify and meet needs within the communities that they serve. Without data, clear data that has been analyzed and presented, it's very difficult to identify gaps and needs. We'll just operate with what we imagine, but data gives us clear gaps and needs. Also, in terms of risk management, by analyzing the data on external factors or environment, NGOs can predict potential risk and challenges. You may not want to invest or do something when you've not looked at the risk factors. That comes out so well when data has been analyzed. Also, it enhances accountability, improves the program design. For example, you may need to, maybe a training probably needs to be for a specific age group and not a whole age set. So it will improve program design on how the program is being designed. Advocacy and policy influence. And the last one, it strengthens partnerships and collaborations. I'm a bit sure that this is something that you are aware. So I want to dive quickly into the data management, but these are some of the importances that we as NGOs need to understand when it comes to data analysis. Data analysis has so many advantages in the NGO world, including these ones and maybe others more. So we have several data analysis tools, but today our focus is going to be on the second one, the SPSS. Compared to Excel, SPSS is able to actually handle a lot of data, large sheets, or maybe big, large volumes of data efficiently as compared to Excel. Excel is limited when it comes to large volumes, so that it is limited. But for this SPSS, we are able to handle a big volumes of data. So I'm saying we're going to be dwelling on SPSS because of the kinds of data that we'll be collecting. Excel is limited when it comes to the volumes of data, and especially also when it comes to the to the descriptive data that we'll get. As software, Microsoft will be a bit limited Excel, but statistical analysis software, that is the SPSS, comes in efficiently as at that. So we may be asking ourselves, why SPSS? I'll be showing you the interface in the next 2 or 3 slides. It has a very user-friendly interface. We have comprehensive range of statistical tests. We are going to learn about the mid, the mode, the median. There are so many other things like ANOVA. We are going to be looking at so many other things. There is a range of statistical tests when it comes to SPSS as compared to other softwares. SPSS provides data management tools that allows us to easily input, manipulate, and clean data. So in terms of data management, we are going to see how it's easy when it comes to SPSS. We have visualization tools. We have almost very high quality charts and graphs. So in terms of visualization and presenting your data, it comes in handy, accuracy and reliability. You can also import and export your data from SPSS. We shall see how. It's also customizable and you can expand on it. We are going to say that. It's ideal for survey and social science research, but not limited to that. It supports qualitative and quantitative data, as I've just said. And there is a lot of information. There is a lot of research or extensive documentation and support when it comes to SPSS. When you go online, you learn about SPSS. There is so many tutorials that have been done, user support, resources that have been done about it. And a reproducibility of results. It allows users to save the analysis processes and outputs. So we're going to be saving what you'll be doing at the end of the training. So these are some of the advantages of why SPSS is a better tool, probably compared to others. And a reason as to why we may need to analyze data, probably using SPSS. So in short, in summary, as we start the software, we're just saying that it's an excellent data analysis tool because it offers, it's easy, it offers flexibility, and it's a comprehensive range of statistical tests, powerful visualization features, making it suitable for the NGO sector. Whether you're conducting needs assessment, impact evaluations, especially on the impact evaluations, or donor reporting, SPSS will allow you to perform robust analysis and you make informed decision and communicate your findings.